bloom where you are planted, or bloom where you are planted. So this is a cosmic card from Yannick Silver, True Freedom publishing partner. And this has just come up in conversation with people of what if you were, what if there was a reason where you were planted in the industry that you were planted, the experience that you have. What if there was a reason you were planted there? What if there's a reason your upbringing, your religious views, your spiritual views, like the experience you've had, you're part of the world. What if there was a reason you were planted there? And what if that's where you're here to bloom? And so I was just having a conversation with somebody the other day of, it felt like they were getting off track, but they were really excited about that thing. It felt really cool and awesome, but it was totally different than their experience. And through our conversation, and what I've found is that can be fun, exciting, but it doesn't bring money. It doesn't. When we're following our passion, there's a very simple things, very key things that need to line up, in my experience and the people that I work with, for passion, purpose, and cash all flow together. So one of those things is getting out of the lane of our experience. Instead of being, okay, where is my feet firmly planted? What is the foundation of my experience? And then let me stay in that path and build upon that. And then these new exciting things that that come up, I believe they're for a reason. I believe there's some nugget in there that's channeling through you, and it's part of your path, part of your purpose. So, but instead of jumping ship to do this new exciting thing, could be like launch a new podcast with these people, or launch this new, product or offering, whatever it is. It's like, okay, what if we keep the feet firmly planted, just like the roots on the tree, just like the roots on the money tree, we keep that solid. And then what about this exciting thing? What if we expand to be like, okay, how could this fit in here? Maybe it's featuring a bonus training with a certain person. Maybe it's featuring a certain product. Maybe it's creating a product or template for your community and just bonusing that in, or whatever it is. But how do we keep our feet planted here? So there's many meanings with this card in this topic of the week. So based on what I've seen through extensive experience, if you're following your passion, keep your feet on your experience. Keep that as your foundation, because then the money tree has the chance to grow. But if it's off something else, you're starting from scratch. My biggest advice when following your passion. If you're not following your passion, you're not purpose-driven, something totally different, and I could care less. If you are following your passion, there's a certain rules of the game that's different than the rest of the world, I believe, and that's what I've seen. So bloom where you're planted, bloom where your experience is, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years and beyond. And then how can you bring in more passion, more purpose upon that foundation? That one thing, compressing like 5 years of experience in. So you can take that one thing away. It's going to help. The money's going to flow. Another thing is, the other lesson here is bloom where you are planted. So if you believe, like I believe, that you're a soul having a human experience, that you're a soul with multiple lifetimes, that you're a soul coming here to help raise consciousness at this unique, powerful point in history, in human history, where all these forces are converging to either make us or break us. If you feel like you're here at this precise time with that special mission, then the second meaning here is bloom where you're planted. This specific planet at this specific time, blooming this time. And that's why I believe the urgency is to walk the path of your mission. Purpose, passion, cash, all flowing together. Having fun along the way. That's what I believe the urgency is, because bloom where you're planted. There's a special reason, I believe, why you're planted here at this time. And the time is now. So that is the topic of the week. So I would say, for you, number one, what is your mission? What is your mission, vision, values? And these values aren't things that you just give up once in a while. They're not when they're convenient. I've seen people like that, integrity is a value to them, but honoring their word doesn't, somehow is okay not to do. So values is what we live and die by. And so what is your mission, vision, values? What is the reason why you planted at this time? And then number two, based on your experience, how can you bloom where you've been planted with your experience, and then align that with your mission, vision, values, so that you have your feet firm on a solid foundation, and then you can blast off on the path to your mission, vision, values. Okay. So those would be the takeaways that I take, or I would, recommend is, where's your experience? What's your mission, vision, values? How can those align together this week, this month, this quarter? Just start with right there. Don't have to get all grand plan and everything. Just how about this quarter? How about this month? How about this week? And now I'm going to get into the flow state experience. We're going to do the subconscious release on anything that provides resistance to building upon our experience, to go into a different area instead of bringing that insight in piece by piece by piece, any resistance, any blocks, any confusions, and also, any fog on the clarity of those pieces coming together in the sequence that they're coming together in, and just a real connection to centering in who you are, centering in who I am, truly am, with my mission here on this planet, with your mission here on this planet where you've been planeted.